Let's think outside the box. Let's actually think outside of the box for once. What the hell am I expected to do in a world like this? Am I just expected to be a robot and have a routine and it be the same thing every single day? Am I expected to go to work every day? To be abused? And unappreciated? Am I just expected to believe that this is normal? To believe that this is okay? To believe that this is all it is? To believe that this is actual life? To believe that this is actual living? To believe that this is actual freedom? To believe that my ancestors wanted this for us? Stood in justice just for this? Spoke up for justice just for this? What the hell am I expected to do living in a world like this? Try my best to hide the mold and the mildew? Try my best to not see it? Try my best to ignore the demons and the awful things, the crimes they commit while they roam free? Am I expected to just be quiet and live a traditional life, get married and have kids before the age of 35? Am I supposed to continue celebrating holidays according to some person that said it was? Am I supposed to be traditional and just follow after everyone else and what they've done? Am I expected to just go to school for whatever they offer and think that that's all that life has to offer? Am I expected to believe that this is all that I have to choose from? That this is all the careers that I have to choose from? This is it. And that not only that, but there's only a few selected that will actually be prosperous physically and financially. That I now have to believe that my dreams won't come true because it won't provide for me? What in the hell am I expected to do living in a world like this? Distract myself? Distract myself with certain hobbies? and distract myself with certain hobbies to only avoid the truth. Now, you can have hobbies and still speak on the truth, but am I expected to be quiet? And never talk about this? Because in a movie or in a show or in a story, the character that I would be is someone who is awake, while everyone else is just okay. It's just okay with it. So I know I'm not crazy. They make movies and stories about me. And even before the movies and the stories, I still knew I wasn't crazy. That's the whole reason why I'm speaking about it. Because I'm sure of it. There is no way in hell this is freedom. There is no way in hell this is actual life worth living. Like a life that you can live in and thrive and be. There's no way that me getting up every day to work in a world that is not filled with justice will ever be okay, will ever be enough. What are you just expected to have sex all day? Because that's comfort to some. Eat all day? Because that's comfort to some. Drink all day? Because that's comfort to some. Take drugs all day? Because that's comfort to some. Surround yourself with someone, never be alone? Because that's comfort to some. Always out and busybody? Because that's comfort to some. To avoid the void, to avoid what's knocking so loud. The moment you turn off the TV, the moment that you turn off the music, the moment that you leave the workplace, the moment that person leaves your house, the moment that the drugs wear off, the moment that you finish having sex, the moment you become sober again, the knocking, the knowing, the sensing, all your senses are working. You're awake again, conscious of it. But what am I expected to do all over again? The drugs, the sex, the being a busybody to avoid such truth. Again and again and again and again and again. Looping and looping an illusion. Instead of speaking of the truth until things change. Rather than just not saying anything and just looping and looping. And people are dying. People are dead. People are sick. I have to do something. Because this seems like the only logical thing to do. There is nothing else at this point. Nothing else but to tell the truth. There is no way in hell, no way, that you're going to turn around and think that I'm crazy or that I'm just too masculine or this and that. Shut up. How about you say that to my father? How about you tell that to my father? I hope you keep the same energy. I'm to this, I'm to that. I'm just who I need to be, honey. I'm exactly that. I'm what I need to be when I need to be it. Period. And you dang sure don't deserve any soft, gentle submissiveness. It's earned. It's earned. And if most of these women would walk with their integrity, walk with common sense, then they would not be spoon feeding a person undeserving. Because to think that all women are the same and to think that you're going to be just treated a certain way, treated like you're some king, treated like you're so, like truly deserving, you got to be out your mind. It's earned. Period. Most of these people are not even working. They're not even speaking up for justice, but they want respect. They want someone to kiss their feet, rub their butt, burp them, milk them. Please. Not only that, you're not even a gentleman, but you expect to be pampered by all women or all men. You got the right one. So I'll be that. I'll be masculine, negative, this, that, what you don't want. Good, because no one wanted you. That's the thing. It's like, who said that I wanted you? Like, get on my face. I can care less. I don't care at all. But this needs to be addressed. Because I don't get how most of these women are bound down to these people. For what? For what? To be looked at as what? Because the only person that you should be caring about how you look or views you is God. Is God. And your husband. Some women be quick to be like, oh, you know, that's what's wrong with women. You know, y'all too masculine. Shut up. Shut up. Until a person is proven worthy, you don't owe them nothing. Now, is this my husband? Then that's different. Is this my father that I have high respect for? That I know is a man that I know has great intentions for me, has higher standards for me. If he's not that, then why the hell am I expected? That's the thing. It's like, if someone's not kissing your feet, it's automatically masculine. It's automatically like not womanly like. Just because I'm not kissing a man's feet, just because I'm not allowing him to speak first, like there's some position where I can't stand. I can stand anywhere, in front, in the back, on the side. That's the thing. Like, what's wrong with y'all? To think that I was gonna take a step back, to think that I was gonna sit in the back because I'm a woman, because a man is the leader. He can lead in the back. He can lead. It doesn't like he doesn't have to sit in the front to validate his leadership. Duh. I talk about this all the time. A crown, a seat does not it's not my it doesn't, dictate who I am. It does not show you my value. I don't care for those things. So why the hell would a real man take offense to me sitting in front of him? If anything, a real gentleman would actually allow you to walk in front of him, open the door for you. Duh. Like, what's wrong with you? But they so quick with their tongue, thinking they know everything, thinking that they this prissy, submissive. Like, shut up. How about we see how you really look when it comes to how God views you? I don't give a dang about how man views me or how you view me. It's about how God sees me. It's about how my husband sees me. And at the end of the day, be who you are. That's what's wrong with you. Stop following after every other lady, every other man. Like, just because that's how they act, I don't have to act that way. That's not how I act naturally. And I'm not going to train myself like, oh, I'm not good enough. Just because I speak up and I can speak, period, doesn't make me wrong. Just the same, I may know more than the man. Doesn't make me wrong. Doesn't make him least. That's what's wrong with you. It's like you guys play this position, this tradition, where it's like, oh, it has to be this way. It don't have to be this way. You want it that way. What works for you is what works for you. Like, why do you keep trying to tell everyone this is just the only way? That's why you're not supposed to listen to anybody. Do you. How you want to act in your relationship, do that. That's behind closed doors. What goes on in your bedroom, that's your business. Shoot, maybe he like your masculine side. Exactly. That's what makes you different. Well, everyone else is the same because they following after each other, getting the same sort of nails, same sort of hair, the same everything. Everything is the same on them. They all say, oh, we're going to wear pink and red this year. Everyone's wearing pink and red. And you choose to wear green. You the issue. It's pathetic. You think God looks at you like something's wrong with you? No, he's looking at you like you're the only realest thing down here. You think like a warrior, a real man, just like a real woman. You think if they were an eligible bachelor, you think that he's looking for someone that is just the same as everyone else? Please. Clearly not. If not, the movies haven't already told you, the shows, the stories. He doesn't come after a person that, walks the same as everyone else, talks the same. It's the oldest telling the book. But still, these certain women get on their little channels and talk about that certain woman and her certain characteristics that are not like the rest, as if it's a problem, as if like that person is harming them. It's like no one's being toxic. How about you talk about a toxic woman or a toxic man? A woman that speaks up for herself, that's her right. She should not acquire herself among men just because that's been the law at one time, or that's just what it's been traditionally. I keep saying this. This is a whole new generation with a whole new people. Clearly, because I'm not like you. I rised up and this is my personality. This is who I've always been. I'm not going to change because I can't. And I'm not going to go to school and think I need training. It's common sense. If you don't like me, that's okay. I like me. And that is all that you'll ever need. As long as God loves me. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. You're not supposed to be. It's like you want to be liked by everyone. Like that's sort of your sort of spirit. Like you want validation from the world, and it's like, that's the problem. That's the reason why there's so many followers in the world. You following after people that are not even worthy of you because you want to be accepted. When it's like, no. If they're not worthy of you, there's no reason to feel that you need to be accepted by these people. Leave. Run. Never go back. Keep going. It's like trying to be accepted outweighs your integrity for some reason. But that's common sense. Certain women that want to, receive validation from men, it's like, why? Who the hell are they? Just as who the hell are you? Like, if you are not a person of substance, like, you don't even need to be in a relationship. If you can't even hold a conversation, why the hell are you even expecting respect from a person? Why are you even expecting someone to even be able to, want to communicate with you? So what is this where, and again, it goes back, where they made it so this way. Like men are this and men are that, and then women are second. And it's like, y'all took that to the head with everything. So because I'm second, I gotta be second. Because I'm second, I gotta speak second. Like, it doesn't make any sense. at all. Because it's showing that you're making all men the same. You're making all men be the same in a way where all of them have strength. All of them have integrity. All of them have substance when they don't. It had nothing to do with gender. It had everything to do with the spirit. So regardless of whether it's a male or a female, you judge them from the spirit. They're receiving their crown and their seat because of their spirit, not because of their gender or their color. They're going to get the rewards based off of their spirit. Just as a person earns respect not because of their gender, but because of their spirit. So why is it certain women bash certain women that speak up, that seem a bit more masculine, or make it so because we speak up? That's because we know common sense. We're not going to just allow a man to lead because he's a man. If he don't know where he's going, he ain't leading me, period. But because he's a man, he's supposed to know. No, the hell he's not. If God is not in him, he ain't right. But you don't hear that, though. You don't hear all of this. You just hear what you're supposed to do when it comes to a man. Don't be speaking back to your man. First of all, mind your business. First of all, so what if he was speaking back to me? I can't, but he can? Like, come on now. Common sense. That doesn't make sense. Like, are we not equal? Meaning, like, equal far as I'm a human, you're a human, I'm a soul, you're a soul. I have a mouth, you have a mouth, I have feelings, you have feelings. Respect is earned and given. You get it. Equal. Now, in the presence of God, I know my position. I know the man to be the man. But that's besides the point. I'm not going to allow someone to disrespect me. But because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to keep my mouth quiet and look all prissy. Please. No, ma'am. That's what's the problem, okay? That's why you lose your voice. And then you're going to cry to your girlfriends talking about how, oh, he don't respect me. Yeah, I'm sure he don't respect you. And you're boring too. Like, I'm sure it's boring to be in a relationship with someone that don't even speak up for themselves. Or someone that just playing this role. Someone that's acting like they don't have any sort of strength. You're boring. And you're choosing to be weak. Knowing that you're capable. Knowing that you're willing. Knowing that you know common sense, that God give you a voice for a reason, you better speak up. But then long down the line, you wanna cry wolf and talk about how you lost your voice because of you. Please, trying to play this role. Yo, we could write a script about these characters if they have not already. They be playing this script like they want to be this, you know what I mean? I can't even say perfect because they're not perfect. It's like you just want to be like, oh, this like, I don't know. Like, it's weird to me. It's just weird. Like, you just want to play the script of being weird. You're weird. Most of these women are weird. And I'm speaking on women because I'm a woman right now. And I be hearing how women be speaking. Now, we could get on the men. But women should not be speaking about women like the way that they do. But if you're going to, just understand, I'm going to expose you. You're weird. Okay? There's something wrong with you. It's weird to play a role. You know, you could be all catty and gossipy and toxic to another woman, but when you get in front of a man, you want to act all prissy. No, ma'am. You want to act like you quiet. No, sir. You are not quiet. You are not weak. But you want to fight over this man that don't even respect you. You want to fight a woman over a man that don't even respect you. But when the man is putting his hands on you, you don't want to fight. Okay. You don't want to leave. But you don't say none of those things. Instead, again, you use your content to just talk about how, oh, you need to respect your men. How about the men need to respect you? How about you need to respect each other? That's why you guys are not married, because you guys always talking back to your men. First of all, that's because we can. And if you're not being toxic, then there's a good reason why. Okay? There's a thin line between being toxic to your man and telling him what he need to hear. Okay? Because y'all making it seem like all men got common sense. Hell to no. Just like all women don't got common sense. So I'm sure there's going to be times where you're going to have to talk to this person. Anyway, it's just like common sense. They think they just know how to get a man. When it's like, your man don't even love you. Can we talk about that? Your men don't even like you. But you got a man though. You got a ring on your finger. That's easy. Anybody could buy someone a ring. How do you get a man to truly love you? Exactly. But because they got a man living with them, they're winning. No, ma'am. No, you're not. Like a man is a prize. Don't make any sense. Like, who are you without a man? Who are you without a ring? Because it's almost like you're putting your identity into into like superficial things. Anyways, it's exhausting talking about basic stuff. Like, do you know there is many men that I've come across in life that ask me to get married, and it's like, no. So just with that, it's easy to get married. Okay? People are asking to get married before they even really know you. That's how easy it is. So these women want to come on their channels and brag about how they're married when it's like easy to get married. Okay? That's another thing. It's easy. Like, what is there to brag about? Like, what is there to truly show out about? Again, you should be showing out for God. The things he gives you. That's what I mean. Like, these women, some of these women have their minds twisted. They're weird. They're really weird. But be out here thinking they're winning because they have a ring and they're married. And that if you're not married, then something must be wrong with you. And it's like, no. If you're not married, you actually have common sense. Because there's no way that I'm just going to say yes to just anybody or get married just because. And if that was the case, I would have been married a long time ago. Same thing with a ring. I don't want a ring. But because I don't have a ring, what? Something must be wrong with me? No, I choose not to have one. I don't want those things. It's not necessary to me. So, I just had to put my 2 cents into this because, you know, certain women like this really, really do have an influence on women. And women do look up to these people and listen to them and trust in what they say, when it's like, none of what they say is true. None of it. If you had self-worth, you would take your time. You would know that, like, only time could tell. There's no certain time you could put on it. You know, to be like, oh, I'm going to get married. I need to get married before 35. I need to have kids before. No, you don't put a time on it. How can you time those things if it's truly genuine? If you had high self-worth, then you would have faith and you would believe in destiny. You wouldn't be so much trying to control everything. If you had high self-worth, then you would already know that there is someone out there for you. God has someone out there for you. And God, in the exact divine timing, will bring you to that person. You guys will meet. But that's if you believe. People just in a rush. People looking at the time, the flush, saying, oh, I have a biological clock. It should not, like, change how you feel inside. If you believe. Because if you believe, then anything's possible. Just like this world is a temporary world. There's another world outside of this world. It's okay. You don't have to rush to get married, to have kids. It makes you start to act so desperate, where now you're just jumping into any sort of relationship. The first person that likes you, the first person that seems decent, the career that makes the most money, even though it's not your dream career. It's like, just wait. It's the oldest tale in the book. It's like, the one that waits is the one that will receive. And clearly they're going to receive something because they waited. They didn't just choose anything. They didn't just go for everything. But again, in the storyline of it, it's always usually one out of everyone, right? It's only a few people that are like this. So of course, the whole world is, in this sort of like way of being. Of course, most of the world will agree with that sort of Susie, right? They'll agree with that sort of Carl mentality because there's so many of them. So many of people are just doing it just to do it, getting married because that's the new thing. Like that's, well, not the new thing, but that's like the thing to do. And then there's only a few that still believe in fairy tale, whatever you think that is. Just the simple fact that, divine is divine. Let God Give it to God. Don't be in control of it. Don't be in a rush. Don't allow time to, dictate your actions. Like, I'm 31. What do you expect me to think? Like, how are you expecting me to act? You know what I mean? Like, because what? Society, statistics, the flesh, the biological clock says, oh, I only have a certain window. But I have a God that I believe in. So when I'm ready to have kids, and obviously it takes more, common sense. It takes more than just having kids. You got to get your mind right, bro. You got to get yourself right. And I know a lot of people will say, oh, well, it shouldn't be the perfect time. Nothing's perfect. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the basic things. Some of you guys are like crazy. Some of you guys are toxic. Some of you guys are weird. Like, some of you guys don't even have common sense, but will still be having children. So it takes a whole lot more than just having children if you were to do it the right way. If you were to take your time. Hello? That's why it will save you a lot of trouble. Yeah, I get it. Things do happen, right? You can't control a lot of things. But what I'm saying is that you can at least try. Try your best. And God will do the rest. Versus you just jumping into anything to see and not be surprised why the ending and the outcome will come to be what it is. Very, very much toxic. Very dysfunctional. There's a higher chance that things will go well if you take your time, if you allow God in your life, in every part of your life, seeking His validation, talking to Him about it, keeping Him in the loop about this, because He actually means He's important in your life. You don't want to do anything without Him. You don't want to do anything without His approval in a way, because He knows what's best for you. He sees the things that you can't see. What's in that person's heart? What's in their soul? What's in their mind? Does this person truly love you? You want to reach out to God about it, that at least your chances of things going well will be much higher than if you were to never consider God in your life, in all aspects of it. Take your time. Take your time. I talk about this. I talk about evolving. I talk about now understanding how important it is to put your focus on something that you're actually devoted about, something that you actually like, someone that you actually care for, versus just being out here just for the sake of it, just for the sake of time. Nobody. But you want things to be great. How can they be great if you don't have any sort of devotion to certain things or, true intent? It would save you time. So it's all the same thing. Take your time. Don't allow other people to dictate your actions. Don't allow other women to change the way you are, when you are who you are, and that's what makes you unique. And I'm sure when God looks down, He says, that's my daughter. I know my daughter. She is not like the rest. And I'll leave it there.